In this video, we're going to show you how to use TradeUI's MoneyLine tool to give yourself a trading edge. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. On this video, we're going to show you how to use TradeUI's MoneyLine tool. What this tool is an actual AI system that goes through all the option flow for the trading day, filters out the fluff, and actually gives us an AI score predicting if the stock is going to go up or down the next trading day, as well as how's the stock going to perform until the next Friday. That way you can use this to kind of tell yourself, hey, what's going to potentially move this week, or also what's going to move tomorrow. What this AI does is it compiles all the option flow data for the trading day and runs it through a back-tested system that's getting option data from the past 2 years and tells us, hey, based on this option data for this particular stock, there's a certain probability that this stock is going to be higher than the money line that gets plotted on the chart. So, besides just talking about, why don't I show you, when you're ever on TradeUI's site, you'll have the MoneyLine feature here, and what you do is you actually go to the date you want to trade with. So the date I have right now is 7/16, so this is actually going to be an estimate of what's going to move tomorrow, which is 7/17 in the markets. But I need to show y'all how this works based on previous data, that way you have a good understanding of how this tool performs. So for my date right here, I'm going to go back to the next trading day, or the previous trading day, which was 7/15. And off the top, you're going to see the top bullish and bearish. So this is going to tell you the top 10 on the bulls and bear side, showing you what tickers are associated with those statistics. We have a chart based on whatever ticker you select, so you can go to ANAX, ZVRA, SOND, HL, any of these. What this chart does is it plots the actual money line. So this means that whatever price you have on a certain stock chart, that's telling you the probability that this stock is going to be above that price the next day, as well as the X score factor that it'll be above that within the next 5 days, or going into that last Friday of the trading week. Right here we have a sector breakdown, which tells you each sector that has the most activity based on the data compiled. That way you can figure out, hey, what sectors are moving overall with option flow and how can I use that? And then down here, we actually have a ticker table. What this ticker table does, it shows you when the report's generated. You will see these reports come in at 4:15 at the end of each trading day. That way you can assess post-market, what's the next opportunity for the next day that I can take advantage of a trade. Because you do need to capture all of the day's data. That way you really understand what's going to move the next day. Then we have our sectors that's associated. We have our beta count. Remember, the higher the beta, the more associated that stock's going to move with like indexes such as the S&P 500 or the Triple Q and other indexes out there such as the NASDAQ. So we want to make sure that our beta is close to 1 or under 1. That way we know that these stocks are moving independently. You can trade any beta you want to, however, we always want to highlight the beta impact of these tickers. Then you have your X score. What your X score is that's going to be the probability that the price is going to be above the money line at the next Friday. So if you see this data coming in on a Wednesday, you know by Friday there's a high probability that this is going to be higher than the money line that's generated here. And then last we have the score. What the score is here is that tells you the probability that the price is going to be higher than the money line at the close of the next trading day. So this is where our predictor comes into place. It's the score and the X score. So depending on how you want to trade, you can filter based on the total, the high score or the low score. So if I go here and I focus on X score. So X score is going to tell me that there's a 91% chance that Hertz, if I click on it, is going to close above $4.27 that Friday. So let's remember that now. There's a 91% chance. If you see this 91.14 and I go over to my chart, let's see here. I want to type in HTZ. So Hertz, remember this data came in on, if I got my date right, it came in on the 15th. So that would have been this day right here. We got the information right here. The next day, as you can see, our money line was 427. So if our money line was right here, all we had to do was buy around this price, and the next day, as you can see, we actually ran up. Hertz ran 5% after the money line came out. So that was a 90% chance that Hertz was going to be up by Friday, and a 55% chance it was going to be up today. Remember, in the world of trading, it's about probability and statistics. All you need is an edge that gives you 50% or more, and then proper money management will help you win in the long run. But let's go back to the chart and let's see if we can find another one. So I see CLOV right here. So we have a score of 52 and a score of 80. The next score is 87. So next day percentage is 52%. Then Friday percentage is 87%. Clove was trading at $1.58, and if we click on it, it will populate our money line, which was $1.58, which is the price associated here. So we know if we would have bought Clove on 7/15 at 158, there's a probability that we would have profited after that. So if I go over here and I type in Clove, C-L-O-V, perfect example. So just to show you what I'm talking about here, if I zoom out 20-day 1 hour and I zoom in here, I want to get to where it actually shows you the trade date. So maybe if I go to year to date, there we go. All right. So 7/15 was this candlestick here. So remember, our money line was 158, which looks like it was right here at the close of this candle. So now we have a 52% probability that it's going to be higher the next day, and we have an 87% probability it's going to be higher by that coming up Friday. And as you can see, the next day, this stock actually ran up 9%. It was actually 9.49%. It is a penny stock. However, it doesn't matter what the price of a certain stock is. What we care about is actual percentage points, because you can scale to any percentage point. And let's see here. Let's find one more just to show you what we're talking about here. Let's look at Wolf right here. So we're going to look at Wolf. We had 54.48 score, and we had an X score of 81.35. So remember, there's a 54% chance that Wolf is going to be higher the next day, and an 81% chance that Wolf's going to be higher on that Friday. So if I go here and I'm going to type in Wolf, W-U-L-F. Let's see here. So it gapped up on the 12th. And the 15th, as you can see here, this is the close. This is where our score was, which our Wolf score was $6, all right, the close. And as you can see, the next day, Wolf is up another 6% after that move to the upside. But guys, the proof is in the pudding when it comes to option data. We don't want to try to give you a bunch of fluff. We want to give you useful information that you can utilize to add to your trading. Don't just rely heavily on this. Figure out what's going on. You know, what this does is it does simplify option analysis for you and tells you the probability of being higher or lower. But remember that there's more to just this. There's more to the option world than just looking at the option data. What's going on with the stock on the news article? What's the catalyst? Is earnings coming up? Maybe there's a new product getting released. Use this as a watch list to really thin down your trading, because now what you've done, if you're a bull trader, if you use this every single day, you have narrowed your trading down to 10 tickers. And from here, you can try to figure out why these stocks are moving the way they are. Filter by X score or filter just by score. That way you can figure out what is moving. And just to show y'all that either one of these have a great impact, if we go to ZVRA right here, we have a score of 61, meaning there's a 61% chance that ZVRA is going to be up the next trading day. So if I go to ZVRA, and as you can see, we've got the close here at 622. Our money line was 622, and our money line was 623. And as you can see, we actually gapped up to where we reached a high of 686. And we ended up closing at 654, still nearly a 5% gain to the upside. So guys, I encourage you to utilize this new tool over here at TradeUI. If you want to get a discount, if you're not already part of the TradeUI family, we have a promo code called 10% off. Check the link in the description below, as well as use that coupon. That way you can really take advantage of what we have to offer for you, and understand that you can use the other tools over on TradeUI, such as Option Flow, Chain Viewer, Gamma Exposure, as well as Insider Trading Activity. Go ahead and use those tools. And guys, remember, understand that we just want y'all to grow and become better traders with us. We are going to build tools every single day that'll help you get to that professional trading level, but you have to use these tools. If you don't use these tools, then you will not progress at the rate you could be progressing at. So remember, coupon code is 10% off. We have some trials you can utilize. And guys, let's grow this account together. See you later.